Yeah. So did I just plug my mic in? Did I just do that? Yeah. I'm looking very jaundiced today. Very jaundiced in HD. Lovely. It's nice, isn't it? Hello, welcome to the Last Rites podcast. Episode nothing. It's just a random one. So I thought, you know what? I took everything down earlier and I thought there's no way I'll do anything today. But I thought, I'm going to pop in for like half hour. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe I'll crack open a beer in a bit. But for now, I've got a coffee and I've got a water. I don't even fucking say it like that. Why did I say it like that? Water. Tenho água. Oh, it's Conway. There we go. Yeah, it's all copyright-free stuff from WhiteBatAudio, and I need to remember to put it in my descriptions, actually. They're a good channel on YouTube, and you can use anything as long as you tag them. Credit them, so I need to do that. But I'm getting some music written. I've got a Brazilian friend that's in several bands that's going to do something, and I've also Shannon, who's been on here quite a lot now, sort of a half Jim, is in a band called Slim Things, and I'm going to try and get them to do something, or Jim to do something as well. So I'm going to get a bunch of original stuff written for intros and drops and stuff, and when I get my new mixer in a month or two, I'll be able to have pre-programmed little drops to put in at various points. So all part of the grand plan to take over my bedroom. There we go. But yeah, it's pretty loud. I hope you're well, Conway. Hope you're well. Last night we did the Drinky Spookathon, which wasn't really spooky, apart from it wasn't spooky at all, actually. So we just hung out. We drank. Brett Brock, Jamie Dykes joined us for about 3 hours. Me and Brett did about 7. And then we went over to Old Grumpy Mama stream to watch, I think, 1944. I watched about half it and passed out, but it was a late one for me, like 2:33. All over the place, but it was fun. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out. It's up on, it should be up and processed up on YouTube now. They're always there when you stream them, but it disappears for a little while and comes back up when it's processed. So I think it's all up. 7 hours of gloriness and weirdness and getting serious and getting weird and then getting funny and getting drunk. Good times. Apologies if you can hear the plane. I've opened my window because I'm sweating here, and there seems to be a low-flying plane spraying all kinds of love over us. Your wife is letting you be Jason for Halloween. Letting? Cut her arms off just for that, dude. I was going to do something, but I just didn't get around to. I've had a lot going on. I'm trying to get a new apartment and stuff and move cities, so I've been concentrating on that. So I didn't have time to do anything, and then I've got a gig tomorrow night. I don't think it's Halloween themed. I'll check. Over in Bristol at In on the Green, In Jokes, run by Rob Grubb and Jack Lloyd, a couple of good boys. So I'll go over there and have a few bits tomorrow with them. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't gigged in Bristol for a long time. It used to be the only place I did gig, and now it's been like 10 months. So it'd be nice to go back and see some of the old crowd and hopefully have a nice set and have a nice time. No, Jamie, you slipped and fell last night. You've been in a coma, and this is your imagination. Whoa. Well, come on, man, if you're not working. I'm just chilling for a bit. Maximum hour, I think. I was actually supposed to go to London again, but I'm low-key bailing on it unless someone chases me up, and they might just have done so. Shit. It's fine. I'm not going to London. Distractions, isn't it? Really, not too good. Conway Son was concerned about how long you wore the costume in the house yesterday. Did you wear it whilst bending the missus over there? That would have been the the thing. What can I do here? I'll see. I'm negotiating right now. Yeah, you actually can, Jamie, because you are an OG. You actually can, sir. So, oh, there we go. You're working. Working too much. No, you got to spell it Brock if you're going to be disappointed in people. So we had, I'm not going to name names, but we had someone in the chat last night making demands in the chat to come on the podcast. So I just said, yeah, you can call in later. That didn't go down too well. And then I got called a shill for a 62-year-old man who lives in Long Island. So, yeah, there we go. No drama with that person there at all. If he wants to, yeah, we'll see what goes on. I did say we'd open it up later on to OGs, but we kind of forgot, to be honest. You know how we get when we're getting into it and drinking. It just got a bit into it there. So we'll see what happens on the Brett Erickson one. We're not letting weirdos on with Brett Erickson. So after he's gone later, we'll do a call in maybe. And that's currently the 19th of November. No, you can. No, it's not about. It's not about asking. It's not about asking. You can come on, Conway. It's having demands made out of nowhere, like just saying put me on, which has happened before with someone, and I said I'm not giving in to demands. So no, this is a completely different thing. No. You can ask any time. I'll have you on Last Rites, no problem. Talking about it, yeah. So we're talking about Twitch. Now, Twitch are quite a good, there's pros and cons of every platform, but they're quite good in that you don't need that many followers to get affiliated, right? So I need like 18 more on Twitch. So if you don't follow on Twitch, head over there and I can put the link in the chat maybe and give us a follow. That'll be nice. Let me put the link in the chat. Not that anyone will, but we're just a few off. But when you do get affiliated, you can't multi-stream at the same time. It has to be exclusive for 24 hours. So, for example, I'd have to stream just to Twitch and then put the video up on YouTube later. So what I'm thinking of maybe doing is, because I love Twitch actually, I used to love Twitch. What I'm thinking of doing is just doing one episode that just goes to Twitch and then it'll come up on YouTube the next day or 2 days later. But it's streamed just for Twitch. And then the other one will go to the other stuff. So YouTube. I think I get 3 from StreamYard at this level. So I can do YouTube, Facebook and Twitter, or YouTube, Facebook and your mother's TV cunt, for example. I think instead of pouring this, I nearly threw it in my face. So yeah, a little bit of a change of format, but I basically want to do some stuff in just Twitch. It might be fun as well, especially once I've moved and started to get extra kit, which was on my shopping list. I'll be able to set up decent OBS or Streamlabs and make that a bit more involved as well. So yeah, there we go. I'm tired because I've barely slept and I've been drinking for 3 solid days, and I've made a deal with the devil to have cocktails tonight in London, and I can't be bothered, but I might be arranging it right now. I was going to try and bail. Literally, as soon as I said bail, the text came through, right? But I could probably be convinced. So I'm just replying to one more text. So I am going to go out for a couple of drinks tonight, but tomorrow over to Bristol for a very chill afternoon. Hopefully I'll meet up with a comic or 2 in the afternoon and have a hug and a pint. And then I'll be going up to in on the green to do that. Nice Saturday night spot. Lots of free drinks, I think, and chaos. And I'll try and come back, but I might end up. I was supposed to go for a peaceful retreat for 2 or 3 days, and because this Manchester thing came up, going up there and back in 24 hours and just never-ending drinking and shit kind of got in the way. Then the Spookathon was 15 minutes after I got in the door from Manchester. So, the apartment in Manchester, I'm saying I want it. I'm supposed to get an email. Okay, I might have to chase someone up about that after this. I hope we can just get it sorted because I really like it, so I don't want any problems. But you know how it is with apartments and flats and shit, admin, and they might pick someone else. So, but it's pretty ideal. And if I can get a good setup there, start building a proper studio space, and then at one of the streams, I think I can do in the main room, and it's just nice, with a nice setup and screens and stuff. So yeah, things will change a little bit, and I won't be in this little cramped thing with a fake tapestry behind me for much longer. So there we go. But happy Friday! I hope everyone's having a nice Friday. I don't know what's going on in the news. I've done my political talk for 2023, so you're all on your own. What am I to call? Oh, Hugo Bostinaire. I've changed that. That was from the Spookathon. I deny nothing. Or everything. Oh, Pablo Mari, the Arsenal defender, Saka, got stabbed in the back after watching someone get stabbed to death in front of him in a supermarket in Italy. So, speedy recovery to Pablo. I was going to go to the Champions League game, Tottenham versus Sport in Lisbon the other night, and I'm glad I didn't because it sounded like a bit of a shit show as well. I had to go to Manchester instead, and I cancelled the other one that I was going to go to against Frankfurt because of the Flat Earth podcast, which had been cancelled unbeknownst to me. But I'm glad we did what we did and said the things about his children that we said. So, that's what goes on. Hey, Kevin. IWA dropped. Cool. I'll catch up. I don't get to watch as many as I'd like. I just can't normally get to them when they drop. But I might. Although I think I've got a bit of a change of plan, so I am gonna be going out for drinks tonight now. So it's just never. This week's just going to be a killer. So I can't judge anyone because tonight's night 4. But it shouldn't be crazy stuff. It should be a few nice little drinks in a nice bar in London. I would think. Seen that in the news. Yeah, what, OWA dropping or Mary gets stabbed? Yeah, sounds good. Kevin's back at work today. Old Cripple Magoo, otherwise known as the Disabled Drone King. Maybe you could get, if you get fucked up and you end up being in a wheelchair, you could like build it into a big drone and then fly it with your mind, one of those little mouth tubes. You're like, that sounds like fun. I'll do it. I might not do it. Good afternoon, Christina. 6:05 in the evening, I think, if the clocks are all working as they were, linearly. Happy somewhere close to Denmark Friday. Having a good day. Hope you're not in too much pain today. 15 minutes and 15 seconds late to the party, Kelly. This is absolutely outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Can make your kids put the catheter on even their hands are handicapped. Yeah? I don't know. Yeah, I guess they are handicapped because it's all like this. But maybe you could just use them like claws. Maybe you could pinch a tip. I want your tip pinching. And then you can drone off for an escape. So the benefits, every cloud. Hands aren't handicapped, yeah. Yeah, we need to do another one. We'll see what goes on. I'm not Kelly anymore. I'll put my crown back on. I don't understand what that means. I don't understand what any of you mean. I'm basically turning into Mind Dog day by day. He seems to be enjoying working for the Christian ministerial motivational speakers, doesn't he? He's got to keep himself in massive dildos one way or another. Yeah, I suggested a hack oddity to do a posh pot noodle because I was at a music festival years ago and I brought one. It's like £8, but it was really nice. You had big lumps of, I think it was pulled pork, but big lumps of meat in there, really fresh noodles and vegetables. So kind of like just a proper version of it. In like a wooden pot noodle pot. I thought it looked quite good. So I don't know what I'll end up doing with his hangover. Pain Coke. Friend and Soma. Chili. That's right. Got to get on those goddamn burgers. I don't know if I can get that chili here. And there might be like an import. Let me have a look. Get it on I'll have to confer with you about a good looking one. I can get one that looks quite pricey, so that's probably like a good import. So I will confer with you because obviously it's not going to be the same experience, especially as not having it made for me. But one thing I'm going to start doing is up in the cooking game. I might even cook on Twitch here and there. So I might make myself a green chili motherfucking cheeseburger. Sorry, I switched to my own Twitch stream there, which really freaked me out. There we go. I just saw my frozen face there, a bit like I had Bell's palsy. I was like, which is what I look like after a few drinks as well. So there's not much that goes on there, for sure. Yeah, maybe he is secretly heeding his bets on religion. Yeah, hedging. Yeah, I don't know why I just repeated what you said. You could have just said like retard, and I would have said maybe he's retarding his bets for religion before he dies. Yeah. One of the things that I feel really guilty about, and this is another Carl is a piece of shit. My ex had like a 90-something-year-old grandpa, and we were sat, one of the last times I saw him, we were sat around a table, and he was very scientific, did a lot of secret stuff for the Air Force, and actually, I believe, had some hand in inventing the idea of the spreadsheet, right? Not like Excel, but just the idea of having a computerized, cell-driven thing. I don't know exactly what he did, but he used to work in the building that's now houses the security services, MI5, but this was before that. It was kind of an Air Force intelligence thing, I think. Anyway, he was a science guy, but in the last year or so of his life, he started to think more and more about God. So I just sat round the dinner table with him and questioned his belief in God. And he looked very sad at the end. And then I thought, oh shit, he's like 97. And then he died. So I kind of like, I should have just left it, shouldn't I? But I was much younger and much more foolish. Good guy though. Can't remember his name. I called him Grandpa. Consult with me, New Mexico. Yeah, it might not even be a New Mexicanarian version of Chile. So, but you might be able to point me towards something that could pass, or for something else that's kind of just nice and spicy. Older people get more paranoid about going to hell. This is Kevin. Because they know they've been assholes. Well, yeah, because everyone is at some point. You're like, I must have done something. Is it true if I just ask for forgiveness? It's only one of them, and then you've got a touch a boy. I don't know. Portuguese for welcome is bem-vindo. Actually, it would be bem-vinda, I think, for female, and bem-vindo for a male. So bem-vinda. I don't know why I needed to do that. I haven't practiced Portuguese at all since I came back from Brazil. I intended to. But I don't know. I think I'm going to wing it. And when I go back, I'm just going to start using it every day and searching for things I want to say and have proper conversations. So we'll see. I'm just going to try and up it every time I go. I don't think I'll be out there for that long a time again. Maybe a couple of weeks next time. But I shouldn't say it too much in public. But I am going to be looking into avenues of income from South America at some point. So yeah, I don't know if I'll ever talk about it again because, it might just be nice to have a bank account somewhere else that will fund my adventures whilst out there, I guess. Actually, it's even. Oh, okay, there we go. Well, you might have some sort of territorial fight on your hand from Nosoma. I don't know. You get people that say this kind of stuff, and then the OGs are like, no, it's not the real stuff. It's knockoff. There's a Brazilian drink, and now I've gone off it. It's a Guaraná soft drink. But here it's really expensive to get because they are flying over cans. It's like $6 or $7 for like a small can. But I've kind of gone off it now. When I was out there for that 102 days, I drank a bit of it, and I kind of was like, you know what? It was just so different when I first had it, and it was such a much rarer treat because I was around it a lot. So I kind of got over that. So we'll see how I feel. Germany has Mezzomix, which is something like a mix of Fanta and Coke, which I never got. Let me see if I can bring up a picture of that. Germany. Mezzomix. Sorry, my bad. MEZZO mix. Yeah, and it's not even that exciting, but it was just something that I had my eye on for. It just looks like it will be grim for you as well, but I had my eye on it for the whole. I can't remember. I was in Germany for like 5 days or something, and I never did get any. So yeah, this stuff. Mezzomix. Hey, are you in a fix? Get Mezzomix. Mezzomix is someone touching your dick. Say Mezzomix. That should be the advert. There we go. Kind of looks like Coke, doesn't it? But yeah, it's kind of like orange and Coke, I think. Which sounds mental, but you know, it might be one of those things that just works, or it might make you puke immediately. I don't know, but I'll try it next time I go to Berlin. So I might try and do next summer because I want to go when it's warm because it was fucking cold when I went there before. Tell my restaurant my wife works at, El Cafecito. Don't dox her on the internet. It's very authentic New Mexican cuisine. They have a special Larry's chili. I'm going to look up this place. El Cafecito. Let me get on the right tab. Now we're going to dox. There's a coffee subscription place in the UK called that. Okay. New Mexico. Is it Grant? Let me let's get on the old. Let's see if anyone's complaining about your girlfriends. Now let's have a look. So what have we got? So many pop-ups, Google. Come on. Oh, it's a coupon reward thing. You won't be disappointed. Best place so far for Mexican food. If this is the same place, it's certainly the same chain. Best green chili sauce ever. That's a bold claim. Friendly staff. She gets good reviews. Okay. I think all the Ola stuff. No, that's VPN. Gotta love a nacho. What we got? Enchiladas, beans. Look at that fucking mess. This is one of those dishes that looks like an absolute fucking mess, but I guarantee just shoveling that in like me last night with the Doritos and 4-way dip that I had. It was just, I ran out of chips at the end and I was just getting my fingers and shoving the dip into my face like an animal. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I love the look of it. It's not hard for me to get convinced to go and eat Mexican, New Mexican. I will get the name of the place in Tucson that I went to. I'll find it. There's 2 of them the same name. I know which one because I've got an autistic memory about that stuff. And then we'll go look at those pictures another time because 6 years ago, and I still 6 years and 3 weeks, and I still remember the taste, especially of the goddamn motherfucking salsa. So I'll be getting on that. Jueves Hancheros are ready. Wife, yeah, sorry, the lady. Yeah, I'm just, it's Friday. I'm tired and hungover. So I had that for breakfast in LA. I can't remember if I did it a couple of days. I'd walk down to Venice Beach and just have one of those Jueves Hancheros and like bottomless coffee and just sit there and zone out for a couple of hours. I need to make it, actually. I always think I'll make it and just never get the stuff in. But I want to start. I'm going to really try and get into pizza dough and making really nice pizzas over the next year. But that kind of shit, good Mexican as well. Could be a life's ambition to try and get good at that stuff. I can make cheating Mexican and add some extra bits, but I want to, really get those sauces done by hand. Well, I had a bottle of wine and like 5 beers last night. So it wasn't, it's a lot for me, I guess. But it wasn't just like the night before I drank quite a lot in Manchester, and then the night before that I was in London. So it's just been hitting it, and like I've got to go out tonight. But I'm not drinking now. I've got coffee. I've got agua. So it's still a little while to go. I haven't got to go for another couple of hours. And I'm going to chill. It's going to be chill tonight, I think. Like 2 or 3 nice cocktails I think I'm going to go for tonight. I'll look fresher than this. I'll have shower number 2 before I go out as well. Do a show. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've had to postpone the first trip, and I've got a bunch of stuff on, including like moving and all that stuff. But when I do get settled, yeah, my idea for semi-regular trips to the States hasn't gone away. So I don't know. The first trip will probably be more or less what I was planning, which is probably going to be New York, Austin, and Nashville. But I will plan another one where I'll come out to New Mexico for sure. I've got an old buddy there. I don't know if he's still there, and we're not really in touch anymore, so I probably won't bother trying to look him up. But yeah, I'll get over that way, get in the goddamn desert, and yeah, I'm up for a gig and chile. So that sounds good. We'll figure something out. Especially by the time I come out for that, I might have, well, the longer stuff that I'm working on over the next year for various fringes and stuff. Ted, welcome in, sir. I'm getting loaded tonight. There we go. Want to get loaded? You want to have time? Jesus, the sweat in this is crazy. It's not even warm, but this corner in particular is particularly warm, which is weird. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I need to get some other clips to put in a little bumper so I can go off and grab stuff, like little Mind Dog documentaries. But I don't know, I'll do some more filming as well. I've been looking into a bit of photography as well, filming. Yeah, I'm going to do some weird little stuff with my phone at some point. Get some sort of self-teaching on some post-production stuff, lighting, that sort of stuff as well, and make some weird little things. And yeah, we'll see. Lipsky, out of all people, sort of got me thinking again about it, just because it's something I've always wanted to do. And I was trying to start something last year, but it's just, things come up and life gets weird and you put these things off. And I think why put things off is the sort of mindset I'm in now. Fuck, I sweat a lot. Fuck you, man. Listen, I sweat when I was at my thinnest as well, because I was proper drinking a lot then all the time, and I think it was the booze sweats, which this could be after a few days. But to be honest, when I'm sat here, it's just immediately the sweats kick in. Not when I'm over there, but I can't have this set up over there. The space is just too weird. I can only really do what I'm doing. But they do. It's true. They do. One is from drink give me brutal hangovers. Yeah, I was drinking I was drinking Malbec, like red wine last night, and yeah, it's a fuzzy one for me as well. And if I have a couple of beers after, but I only had 2 for a while, and then I went and got 3 at once and left half. So I had like 4.5 plus a bottle of wine, and then we ended it, and then we went over to OGM's Discord. I don't remember a lot about it. I was kind of spazzed out, to be honest, but I stayed awake for an extra hour. But yeah, I'm feeling it, but I've always had a good ability to recover. If I've got to go again, I mean. So after this, I'll eat, then I'll jump in and have my second shower. When I get out of that shower, I won't look even as mungy. It's weird. My head sort of sinks back into some sort of normal shape. I'll down another couple of these. And I'll sort of refresh myself. And I'm not really going on it tonight. I just need to meet an old friend that I've not seen for a while. And it was my big idea. So I shouldn't really bail anyway. And sort of the man that didn't sweat 50%. Yeah, but it's not that I'm sweating all day. I've not got BO or anything like that, but I can, even when it's really cold, I can work up a sweat. Just walk into the shop and stuff. Do I ever go to Stonehenge? I've been there. To kill a chicken or something. I've been there twice, maybe. When we were kids, you could actually go up and touch the stones, but I don't really remember a lot of that. There was an old rope around it when I went when I was like 14, and now I think you can't even go near it. And they were going to divert the road away from it so you couldn't see it from the road. So I've not been there, but they also do. The hippies used to go up there and take mushrooms and stuff as well, and like winter solstices or summer solstice, one of them. I don't know. Summer probably, right? But yeah, I should go back. Down there. It's a couple of hours away from here. Yeah, about 2 hours. Did send a funny DM, yes. I'm not talking about. I thought we'd talk about that today, and it will not be discussed. Much like politics, for hopefully the rest of my life, or until the next stream, when demands are made upon me that I find silly. It annoyed me in the moment, but now it's just funny. And if they want to come in and chat shit, they can chat shit, and I'll probably just let them go off to an extent, and we'll see where we go. People have problems, I guess, and they take it out on the goddamn internet. Can't wait to get a proper mic back as well, because this is a temp one. I made the slightly wrong. I saved like 20 and got the wrong version of it, basically. So I can't wait to get mic'd up properly again, which I can do maybe next month. I've got a bunch of other shit to prioritize. There we go. Yeah, that restaurant looks good. So I'll definitely be up for going there. Mexican food to me, I haven't had any for a while. I think I had like 3 takeouts in Brazil, and I went to the same restaurant twice. Guacamole in Barra de Tijuca. Really nice place. They had a live band and all that stuff go around the tables, and but the food was great. It was good. Nowhere near the best I've had, but pretty good. Nice beer, nice atmosphere. Spend a nice couple of hours in there. So yeah, it's one of those things that I'd hope never closes, because next time I go out, I will probably be going to that area and back in Guacamole. What a great name for a Mexican restaurant as well. So it's a bit cliched, but it is good. So yeah, I'm also supposed to be going to Amsterdam very soon for a couple of days, and I'm really prioritizing this move, so we'll see. That could be a last minute thing. No, I've not. No, I've neglected a lot of that stuff, and I am interested in it. Maybe I could have gone as a kid, but yeah, there's a lot here that I neglect to just take a weekend to go out and see, and that was part of what I was going to do this week, was take a couple of days away to write, get a nice Airbnb, and go and write for a couple of days, solidly, and then go out to places like that and chill. But I just couldn't get around to doing it because I'm a fucking mess. Yeah, I should do that. I should go over there. I've got a friend over that way near Glastonbury. I think so. I'll see what's going on. And I've not been to the Glastonbury Festival ever either. I think it's like 360 this year. I'd go one year, but I'm not plugged in enough to know when tickets go on sale, and they just go like this, even when they are ridiculous. I need another one. Hang on. And then I'm going to refill this when I get out of here, on the hour probably, or before. Shower. I had a buzz down today. I didn't have a shave. I had a buzz down. And then I'll feel immortal. But the lighting in here does make me look a bit jaundiced as well, because I've got this light. I'm slightly less yellow, and also probably, I'm getting a buttercup effect from the Brazil shirt. See you all later. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, cheers, man. I'll have a nice couple of ones. I'll try and get some pictures. I might be able to jump on some of that, but he'll probably go late as well. So probably I will, at least on the train and stuff. So I'll try and jump into Brett Brock's lovely drunk drawer today. He's an absolute beast, that man. I'm very happy for him, for having his 1,000 followers and getting his merch and getting his shit together. His TikToks are great. Kanye back on Twitter. I don't know. I'd never followed him. Maybe I did at one point. Maybe I do. I don't know. Already blocked him. Yeah, that's the way. Twitter's fine. You just don't follow what you want to follow. Mute words is great. So I muted Elon Musk and Johnny Depp because I didn't want to see people even talking about it. In the summer, and then Brett came up with a great idea of muting the word "the," and I thought about adding "at" and to it as well. So you just mute a bunch of random normal words and literally anything, and just sort of, you can kind of curate Twitter more or less. You do see other shit. I try not to see stuff I don't want to see, or people I don't want to see. But sometimes you can't help it. So blocks worked, and that's why we've got the buttons. Oh, I don't know. Whether they teach you in the UK this is tale about all your early history of 5th and 6th century kings. It would have been a long time ago. I mean, and the curriculums and stuff change over time, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure we did learn about some of the early stuff middle school, and then at secondary, which is like the high school. It was more focused around, I think, the Dark Ages and like 1200, 1300s, 1500s, that kind of thing. Yeah, maybe up to a bit of Middle Ages stuff more than that. And I remember then coming into sort of the 20th century, World War I, World War II, all that kind of stuff. And then later on, when I went back to college to try and get into uni, I did the Rise of Hitler. I know it was a history course, but I did a project on the Rise of Hitler, and I bloody loved it. It was really interesting. So yeah, I probably got taught some of that early stuff, but I was not too much, and I never really went and read about it. I did read more about sort of Middle Ages, I guess. But there's a lot of interest in history, and I should know more, and I should learn more. But if I do go and visit these places, I'll go down rabbit holes for a couple of days and read shit and watch it, and I find most stuff interesting. I really like history, but it's just time to go and get my head into it. British History for Dummies is like 600 pages. Well, we've got a long history. The town I'm in, the settlement, is about 1,100 years old. And the buildings, like the pubs and stuff that I grew up drinking in, are like 1500s, and they're still there. You go in them. Obviously, they've been renovated and reinforced and all that, but yeah, there's a core of them that's still down there from that kind of time. So it's an old place, and there are towns and villages older than this. Yeah, I've been knocking around a while. Societies, I guess, for quite a while. And I like to think I'm the pinnacle of thousands of years of history. Yeah, I'll I don't know if you follow me on Twitter or whatnot, but I'll try and I have posted pictures of the pubs before, but I'll try and I'll post more stuff. Some of the local pubs. The movie 4 Weddings and a Funeral, the outside of the pub, it's like a Tudor thing. I'll bring it up. Was first. It's where I first took ecstasy. I'll show you the pub. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you know where I am because I'm only here temporarily. Here we go. This was one of my locals, and I caused some mischief in here over the years. All this is new, the hotel part, but that's the restaurant part. I don't think they've got any pictures of the actual bar, but the pub looks like this. So on the left is the pub, on the right is the restaurant. And I spent time upstairs in the bedrooms because I knew various managers and bar staff over the years, and we used to go up and party and have lock-ins and stuff. Crazy times. But the outside of this was the 4 Weddings and a Funeral, and then there's a pub down the road which was used for the interior, I think, of that. Not a fan of the movie, but it was quite interesting. Yeah, Mike Oldfield, who wrote Tubular Bells, used to drink in there as well. And I'm sure many other famous people that I didn't know who they were. Leo Sayer or someone. There's quite a few around here. A lot of money swishing around. Not from me. So, but you would be around them and drinking. It's one of those. It used to be one of those places where you could all go down and mix together, and it might still be, but because I'm getting old, it's not what it was. It's not like in my day. 40 years I've been down here drinking. 40 fucking years. And now look what it's become. Look what it's become. Yeah. So we all get like that, don't we, though? I think. Waiting there. What are we on? 45 minutes. Can I do another 15? I think I should shower before. Yeah, I'll do another few minutes and then I'll dip out. Go and we'll send balls, mainly. What else has been happening in life? I don't really want to. What's trending? Because even what's trending or what's happening is only tailored to you anyway, so it doesn't really mean it's trending. Because sometimes you look at it and it's like 2,000 tweets. Tom Knopka's in Bisbee. That's some news. Yeah, I can't even be fucked. I can't even be fucked to look at the news. I looked at some sports news today, and that's about it. Not a lot's going on there either. So I might start talking about football a bit more. I thought about doing a podcast, but I don't like these little. When you get a community that's got lots and lots and lots of podcasts in it about one specific thing, it gets real shitty. People get real nasty and supportive as well. But I've seen it happen with a few things that would probably be easy to go and do and easier to sort of make more of it. But I don't like dealing with any drama. So I'm more than likely to just be real nasty if there's any of that. And then I look like the bad guy as normal because I'll say something bad. Take it easy, Ted. Have a good day. Have a good Friday. Good weekend. I'll post some more pictures of like old shit. and I'll go to Glastonbury. It's just on the desktop. I'm on my laptop here, so it's just on the right hand side, and on the phone. Yeah, sometimes I'll see it. Sometimes I'll see it pop up. But yeah, it's tailored to you now, so it's not really, because when someone will go on and complain about, oh, this is trending, that's trending, look at it a bit closer, because sometimes it's just like, it could be 100 tweets. It just could be something in your area, or it's kind of related to something you've kind of talked about or liked or retweeted. It's the algorithm. I guess that might change now. It does some odd stuff, but I don't look at it a lot really. The big stuff I'll always see, because it gets thrown to the top of your timeline if it's something important happening, or important as far as the news is concerned. I consider most of it unimportant, because it's not about my day. If the news was about my day and they come on and did a 24-hour rolling thing about what I was going to do or thinking about, might be helpful, might not be as well at the same time. I'll bail in like 2 minutes because I'm hungry now, and that's that's how my decision making is working at the moment. But cheers for hanging out. Cheers to Ted, Kelly, Frina Solma, and I'll at some point I'll send you some green chili stuff that I can get hold of, and we'll see. Kevin, rest up your back, sir. Cheers to Jamie, who's already out, and Conway's probably already gone, but have a nice Friday. And so I'll back to what I was saying earlier. I'm going to do one a week just on Twitch, and one a week to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, other shit. But then the Twitch video will appear back on YouTube 24 to 48 hours later as well. So we'll see. I'm just going to try and build that up a little bit here. I'm not even going to be autistic about it. I think we'll leave it there. Have a nice weekend. I'll see you on Twitter, no doubt. Especially if I'm hammered, I'll be writing weird shit as normal. And will they spank me for this one? I don't know. Let's find out. Don't know why I keep sniffing. I don't need to. It's just a habit. It's horrible, isn't it? Nice Friday.